this one we only do it once, and that's because it is long, okay? Again, it's only showing one side of the face, but you need to make sure that you're doing both sides. You're going to move from where the nasal bone and the zygomatic bone meet. So right here, 5 movements to get across the zygomatic maxillae to in front of the tragus. And the tragus is the part of the ear that they pierce, okay? So in front of the tragus. Then you're going to come submandibular and do 3 moves here. Then you're going to go behind the neck. So kind of that first movement that we did that started out behind the sternocleidomastoid. Okay? And again, the drawings are a little off. Everybody's face is different. It looks like it's going down behind the neck, but we really want to stop in front of the tragus. Again, this was the day of drawing on the computer and Photoshop kind of stuff, 15 years ago. Okay, then submandibular. Where that notch is in the mandible. Forgot to grab your water.
I was like, oh wait, I know how we should do this demo. Each movement on the chart should just be a short video.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, and then down the back of the sternocleidomastoid. And again, we're only doing one set, so it's just one set of 5. Okay, and then I like to do a little bit of effleurage after that one. Again, just kind of go with what, if you want to do effleurage after each one of them, you can.
My ears feel heavy. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So she's getting some drainage back behind. Okay, the next one is what's called the tear duct pattern. So when we did that nasalis pattern, we were on top of the nose. Now we're going to be tear duct. So this is where, having fingernails is not going to be beneficial to you. But you're going to come in and you're going to be right under the lacrimal bone, and the lacrimal bone is your tear duct bone. Okay, then again, where tears would fall. So we're between the nasal and the zygomatic, but now we're on the zygomatic side, whereas before we were on the nasalis bone.
I'm feeling so hungry right now.
Well, that's a new feeling.
Why am I so hungry?
Did you eat?
Yeah.
And then this last move is right at the terminals, so right in this area where you do extractions around the nose. Can you be my page turner again? Thank you. All right, next is called the headache pattern. So we're going to follow right along the brow bone, and there's 7 moves. So inner corner of the brow, arch of the brow, outer point of the brow, crow's feet area, and then where we were for the outer corner of the brow, directly below on the zygomatic, where we were for the arch of the brow, directly below on that orbital zygomatic, and directly below the inner corner, we're going to be right below the lacrimals, which are the tear ducts. Okay? So you can see how that redness is starting to dissipate on her chin and on her cheeks. It's not as red as it was when we first started.
And it feels lighter through here now too. When I was saying that my ears felt heavy, and then Mel instinctively put her hands at like the back of my neck and she just kind of like held them there. Even it felt like it was squeezing everything down, even though she wasn't squeezing. Now everything through here feels really light, and I do have wicked bad allergies, so it feels it's helping me right now. Why am I talking?
Why are you talking? Stop talking, you're scaring the children. Remind me to tell you guys about last quarter. Was it last quarter when I did Hannah, or was it the quarter before? I had done Hannah as a model many times, and then
Quarter before.
Quarter before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to tell you guys that story later.
Can you do it out of order?
So the question was, can you do this out of order? It's not going to hurt anything, but it's also not going to help, because you want to make sure that because you have to drain in stages. Remember, we got to get this accident cleared before the rest of the traffic can move. So if you go up here and then you go down here, you're going to end up with congestion in the middle. So there is a method to this madness, which is moving it in steps all the way down. Okay.
Similar to the same reason why you start any of your massage at the décolleté.
All right, next one is what's called the frontal temporalis pattern, and you use the palms of your hand, but you're still using that very light pressure. So palm of the hand, although depending on someone's face and the size and the anatomy of their face, I use what I call the palm of my fingers. So this last group of joints down here that's closest to the palm of your hand. So it's just laying your hand like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you come out to the temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a lot of heat coming off your head.
I was just thinking your hands felt hella hot.
Okay, and then lower. And this is one that you just do once, and then down onto the neck. And then décolleté. And on this one, I'll do some of the effleurage. All right, next one is, draining any swelling. A lot of people get a lot of congestion through here. You guys heard how Carly said she has allergies. She said that she felt like her sinuses were heavy and her ears were really heavy. So I'm just going to take my thumbs and I'm going to make them kind of like windshield wipers, and just very, very lightly just move like this and kind of sweep down, and I'm going to come right in front of the ear and the tragus, and I'm just going to give just a little gentle push. And then down, and gentle push, and down, and gentle push. And that just kind of helps move any of the lymph in this area down and out to here.
When you were doing that gentle push, was it an in or was it an in and
It was an in
down?
and kind of down a little
Okay.
bit. Okay. And then the next one is your profundus terminus again, so 5 motions along the jugular.